Well, hey folks, VC7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Watts Farm for Farm Sim 17. Yes, indeed. We're going to start our first full day here on the farm. Now, I've traded in that John Deere for this old Zetor. Not in as nice a condition, but it has a few things going for it. The gauges work. Well, the gauge that counts works. It just, I don't know, the JD was a little bit janky. The flat block they had across the back here made hooking up to things darn near impossible. Because I'm using a manual attach, so I've got to know I'm actually close, you know. Anyway, enough about that. Hope everyone is doing well. Thanks so much for joining me here today. I do now have a Patreon link for any of you that might be interested in helping the channel out in that sort of a fashion. The link will be the little exclamation point up by the amount of money we have. I don't know how it ended up there, but somehow fitting. If you can't see it in there, let me know, guys. I don't know. It doesn't show it to me, right? So, anyway, enough of my begging. The issue we had here last episode was me being daft. I know it's not new, but because we're not auto-loading things, we need the right equipment. And in this case, you need a mod called Fill Trigger Tools. And it basically gives you copies of all your normal stuff, except, well, theory is you should be able to do outstanding things like fill them up from triggers like this. Huh. Really? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that's one way. Oh, she's a heavy. Wowzer Bowser, she is heavy. Wow. Oh, come on, little Valvo. Come on. I mean, it does hold 6,000 liters, so I guess we should expect it to be a little bit on the hefty side, eh? Ooh, I have no idea if I'm even close. There we go. So as you can see, well, we don't anymore. For some reason I'm already down. Oh, I know why. We just bought a bucket load of poop. I was going to say I seem to be down $210. Yeah, I finished buying gear. Now, I did not go goo-goo and just buy everything in the freaking catalog this time, okay? We have enough starting gear to get the crops into the field, hopefully. You know, the couple of fields that we have. And we're going to go from there. I'm not sure. I think I bought a tipper. I hope I bought a tipper. Yeah, it's always nice to have a trailer, you know. So we got a couple of tractors. We've got a little dedicated loader. And then we've got this guy, which is going to spend a lot of his time down the road at the silage plant. Okay. You, sir, are full. So. We may well... Oh, don't be dumping it out. There you go. We may well need another load, so I'm not going to go too far with that. Alright, with that said, okay, let's get it going. It's kind of funny. I put down a couple of apple trees here. This is our big orchard. There's also a couple more up by El Pigos. And I gave the piggies their usual couple of oak trees for shade. What else have we got now? I don't remember if it's necessary, so I put a stop milk sign at the farm. But I think that's already built in. It has, as I said, been a while. It just looks so empty around here, doesn't it? Most of the gear is still sitting at the shop. I figure as we need it, their parking lot, well, is as good as mine. And with things being so close by, that doesn't seem to be an issue. Alright, this is driving me a wee bit nuts. Dee-dee-dee-da-da. La 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 la. Here we are. Vehicle volumes, yes. Thank you. There we go. Now I can turn my normal volume back up a little bit. Alright, well, this looks like the place. Indeed. So, let's open this guy up. Nice. Get her down to the end of the field. Alrighty, let's see how we do, shall we? Woo! This is a scary bit of ground, this one. I'm not sure how big a flingage we get off of this puppy. Let's have a little look, shall we? Okay, apparently not quite as big as I thought. Oh, come on, baby. I know it's rough, but you can do it. You can do it. Lovely, look at that. Like a boss. Alrighty. We'll just coast down the hill. That's probably the safest thing. Alrighty. Make a run across the bottom. Yeah, we're gonna really quickly run out of the pooping. Oh well. We don't have to do this every time. Okay, it's almost impossible to see where the other lines are, unfortunately. The angle is just too steep on this hill. Well, between the angle and the stubble, it's really hard to see what's been done and what's not. Alright, let's get the top part. And we'll do a strip up the middle. And that'll probably do it. Get this piece that we missed. Alright. Let's get our last chunk, shall we? Whoa. Run, man, run, you're running out of poop. Come on, you're running out of poop. And good. And as for the rest of it, I'm just going to go down this edge where I missed a bit. There we go. And we're out. Okay. Not bad. I mean, we didn't get every inch. Ooh, a little bit jittery there, right? So it occurred to me this morning after I loaded the map up that there is always the chance that I may have mucked this up a bit. Because I'm not sure, 100% sure, I'm fairly sure that this is the latest version of the map. But there is a possibility that it is not. So we'll have to see how that goes. We will indeed. My little bowel movement Volvo. Alrighty. Whoop. I don't want to get too close, I'll tip it right over the other bloody side here. In you get. Alright, today. Oh, blah. That's half. And you get nice and close, a little alrighty. Whoops. My mistake, sorry. I'm gonna ruin my new trailer here. Okay. And fill her up. Done. Alrighty. Cross enough. Whoa. Just about pushed my mouse right off the end of my desk there. Alright. Alright, so that's field 2. However, as we can see, we've still got 7 and 14 to do. Let's head down and have a look at 14. Oh, I also said I would run this at 5x, now that I've finished faffing about with buying equipment, moving bits and pieces here and there. I think we should, in all fairness, if this is going to be our first day, we should make an actual day. Ignore all the dark spots that I missed. You know, it's springtime, it'll rain, it'll all wash it in even, I'm sure. If not, oh well. Not the first time I've mucked that sort of thing. Okie donkey. Okie dokie doggy daddy. Visitor 7245 HS. Horrendously satisfying. Alright, well, this looks to be a fairly straightforward field. And I'm pretty sure, like the lazy bugger I am, that I more than likely left it open, didn't I? Yeah, I drove all the way up the hill with me fly open there. Well, that's just brilliant. Ah, well, let's get on it. Let's get on her. We're aflame now. Yes, we are. Alrighty. Oh, this is going well. What is wrong? Yeah. Oh, okay. I stopped a little bit prematurely there. Didn't quite go all the way to the end. Alrighty. That's just me being cheap. Don't even want to waste crap. Of course, we're paying for every bit of it. I mean, we're almost $1,000 down. On our first day, I've been so looking forward to getting back to this little place. It's such a wonderful little map that Clint has done here. Really simple, but looks pretty. Looks good. I love the mountains all around it, even the sort of almost ridiculous little cliff sides in some of the places. It's all wonderfully put together. And I know I thanked him a bunch when he first put it out for doing this map, but if you're still around there, buddy, thanks again, man. This is great. And we are almost done this. I can see my other tractor, the Doots. Okay, I've really got to figure out where the back of that thing is. I guess one hedgerow isn't really enough, because I should be stopping like there. Which, due to the help of a few trees here and there. Oopsie. Let's get this last bit. And then, just because I have been a little cheap on the ends here, I'm just going to do one quick run up the edge of the field, just to get those spots I kind of cheaped on. There we go. And one last little chunky here. There we go. Beautiful. Through the middle of that. Through the middle of that. And let's make a run for the hill. So all we have left now is field 7, eh? Excellent. I'm just going to cut across here. Take the dirt road over. It's a little bumpy, but hey, this is a tractor. This isn't a Porsche 911. Just some random car. I just know they're low slung. Never actually driven a Porsche. Oddly enough, I've driven a Lotus Elise, but I've never driven a Porsche. So, whereas I would imagine Porsche compared to Lotus is really common. Alright, back up to the bin of manure. It's going to be a while before we can actually even think about being in a position to bring in some critters. So, we are going to have to rely on purchasable poop for the moment, I'm afraid. Same thing, we can't expect any sort of an income off of our milk because, well, we're not going to have any. Of course. Now, I know Field 7 is a pretty tiny little thing. So, it should not take us long at all. Up you get. Okay, here we go. Simple dimple pudding and pie. Dig a big scoop. There we go. Whoa. Just get in a little closer here. Dump it in the trailer instead of the all around it. Yeah, that's what I thought. We did dump some on the ground. I don't see any. But the numbers sure came out weird. And I don't know that you can actually tip any of this back, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe I'll tip it there, but I don't think it's actually going to... Yeah, that's what I thought. How about I? Nope. Alright, I'm going to have to stick it into the spreader, I guess, is going to be the only way to get rid of it. So, that's okay. We come up the hill. There we are. Do not want to dump it there if it will dump. Okay. Lovely. It's still got its fly open. Wow. Almost need a front weight on that. Almost. Found out something interesting the other day. Apparently that cup-shaped piece at the end of the PTO, that's called a muff. Which kind of made me chuckle. And I found that out because that John Deere that I got rid of, one of the points on it that the mod author mentioned was that it had an animated muff. And I thought, well, I gotta check that out because, you know, I haven't seen an animated muff in years. Oh, it's, I don't know. Farm sim. It's always full of surprises. When I first started playing this, as a matter of fact, back in, well, I'm not sure. I guess it probably didn't start till 2013 or so, playing this actual farm sim game. And I did start with 2011 and quickly bought FS13. But I had no idea what a harrow was, what a windrower was, tedder, none of these things. I knew basically nothing about farming in the farming sense of the word. So, kind of been a long journey, but I've got to admit, for an educational game, it's a lot of fun. Oh no, it's educational? I'm never playing that crap again. Okay, I've gone right... Yikes. Go ahead, drive right into the field, fella, because nobody cares. Where's field 7, man? I drove right by it, eh? That's the thing, I'll get yapping about things. And, oh, right. I didn't see it because it's about the width of a sidewalk, and much like one of the other fields, i.e. field 2, it's got a bit of a slope to her. Yes, indeed. Now we're going to start with the fun direction. Up. Alright, here we go. Ooh, turn them on. Come on, baby. Uh-oh. Come on. The spreader doesn't slow down, so you gotta speed up. Come on, baby. Come on. I don't think I have drive control. Well, I should have. Oh, that's alright. That's alright. Apparently she's going to survive the trip without it. Excellent. Okay. I won't need it down here, I'll tell you. This is where I gotta hope she's got brakes. Alright, no gas since the top of the hill. We're doing twice the speed we did the other direction. I'll give her some fuel though. I noticed that our amounts are going down rather quickly. Okay. Gun it and goose it and give it and fling it and do everything you gotta do here, tractor. Come on, baby. Climb. Climb. I think we're doing a pretty good overlap here, too. Ah, well. That's alright. I would rather see it completely covered. Alright, let's just jump up on the roof and have a look. What sort of a job we've done. Actually not bloody bad, eh? Not bad at all. Really? I thought there'd be a big strip left up the middle. Okay. I think we can close that now. Jump back in. I don't want to ride on the roof on the trip home. Ooh, we buried the Speedo, look out. Oh man, thought I was gonna barf. Okie dokie. Well, let's head for home. We are almost at the end of our first episode here. Oh, it's such a wonderful little farm. Yes, it is. Absolutely wonderful. So up next, I guess, will be a bout of plowing. And then we're going to have to work on some seeding. Now, I have a decent selection of grain seeders, but I haven't yet found anything in a suitable regard for doing corn. So I'm going to have to sort that out, because corn is something we are going to want to... Alright, I think this might have been a bit stupid. I have to be able to fit back here so I can detach all this stuff. Alright, start with the PTO. There we go. And let's get her disconnected. Alright, there was just enough room for my fat butt to get through there. Okie dokie. Okie dokie pudding and pie. So just to end the episode here, we're already 24 seconds over my anointed half hour. But just to end it, I'll give you a quick tour of the gear we've got so far. That, in fact, I need to tow some of this stuff home, so I might as well get on with that. It's almost 10 in the morning. We've got next to nothing done other than flung a bit of the old poo. And Lord knows I do enough of that pretty much every episode, so. There's our other tractor, isn't that a sweetheart? Woo! I'm going to drive that one next episode. Yes, indeed. So. There we are. We have, for our harvesting pleasure, the amazing FAR 66. An oldie but a goodie, along with a rather, well, bit on the narrow side, but you know, small farm and all. So we've got a header for it. We've also got a wee corn header for it. And here's our grain seeder, a rather nice John Deere with separate fertilizer and seed containers, because you know you want to keep that stuff apart. This is our plow. Mighty piece of gear that it is. I think it's 1.5 meters wide and barely going to be pullable by our gear. And I've gone with this Rab, or Rabe maybe, I don't know, Rabe, Rivet, a cultivator. Here's our dedicated forklift. Isn't that a beauty? Little Kramer. Nice piece of kit. Anyway, we're going to end it there, guys. Hope everybody enjoyed our first episode on Watts. And if you'd like me to do a quick map tour, if some of you missed the last time that I was here, or would just like to get a handle on what exactly is going on, this is our meadow, and it's a beautiful meadow. Let me know. I can do a quick walkabout. Like, there's half of it done now. Alright, guys, till next time. Remember to hit that like button if you haven't subscribed yet. Do so. Don't forget to ring the little bell so you'll be notified. I try to upload 2 to 3 videos a day, so there should be some content there to make everybody happy. And last of all, and not least, please, if you can feel you can do it, I do have a Patreon channel. Click the little link and make your presence known. Above all, though, take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.